Hey guys, and welcome! Today we got ourselves another unboxing. Marvel Collector Corp Women of Power. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the cover you got Spider-Gwen. And I loved it. I actually loved the artwork for this. I was a big fan of Spider-Gwen. I was like, alright, what are they going to do now? Changing it up. You know what? The artwork for the comic is pretty amazing. My brother got a couple of them, and I was like, the artwork's pretty cool. I haven't gotten to see the storyline behind it yet, but the artwork was pretty amazing. I like the way her costume look is pretty cool, actually. Not bad at all. So we're going to jump into this. So this month's theme is, of course, Women of Power. And we're going to jump into this. And they actually have some pretty cool... They have some pretty badass women of in Marvel comics. A couple of my favorite, of course, is X-23, She-Hulk, who's an ultimate badass. Why won't it open? Why won't you open? Alright, here we go. Alright, and on top, of course, we got ourselves a collector pin. And this is, it looks like Captain Marvel, but it's totally different. I might be wrong. Yeah, I think it is Captain Marvel, though. That is pretty cool, though. And, of course... Come on. Come on, baby. Alright, and the Spider-Woman pin. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. So yeah, these are two women right here. The Women of Power. And, alright. We're going to move this to the side. Move the shirt to the side. Alright, we're going to jump into the comic right off the bat. So, of course, this is... Oh, wow, this is a thicker one. This is Collector Corp Civil War #2. And, of course, I believe this has to do with the actual Civil War II comics that's out right now. But this is the variant edition. This is the Funko Pop edition, which is actually pretty cool. You have Elektra, you have Power, Miss Marvel, the female Thor, Spider-Woman, and Miss Marvel, Captain... Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. Got the names mixed up. I'm done. But that's pretty cool, though. And this is actually not a thin comic. This is a pretty thick comic, as you can see. So it's a pretty hefty one. I'll save that Funko Pop for last. We're gonna jump into this one. This is a Marvel Mystery Minis She-Hulk vinyl pop, vinyl bobblehead. We're gonna open this up, and let's see if this is actually... Well, see, it says Mystery Minis, but yet you have the figure picture on the top, on the cover. So we're gonna open this up and see. Are they messing with us? Are they giving us like a little, hey, this is what's in it? Psych! Not really. Fooled you. Alright, open it up. Of course, it's blacked out little bag. Now, there's a little hole I could see through the hole, but we're going to open it up. Alright, here we go. This is going to be pretty tiny. And yeah, and her head does bobble. It is the She-Hulk. See, her head bobbles. Pretty cool. Actually not bad at all. Got big ass feet though. Alright, that's kind of cool. Put her back in her box. Close it up. Close it up. Alright, next up is Captain Marvel. Alright, let's see what... So it looks like it's going to be the exact same pose that we see here. And it's actually a pretty cool pose. And I'm definitely pumped for the Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, which is going to be pretty amazing all on its own. And can't wait to see if they're going to actually give Black Widow her own movie, which I highly doubt now, but they do probably be a different actress, maybe a different era Black Widow, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright, get this open. Come on. There we go. I just want to break it. Damn, her hair's all... Yeah, her hair's all... There you go. Oh, her doesn't bubble as much, but she got little hands on fire. Pretty cool looking. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool, actually. Yeah, set these up on the desk, while I'm working, Give me something to decorate my desk with, which is actually pretty cool. Now, to jump on to the next item, the Funko Pop. Now, put this aside. Okay, this one is Squirrel Girl. Marvel exclusive vinyl pop figure. Never heard of Squirrel Girl. Now, if they were going to do another Funko Pop, I figured it would have been Spider-Gwen or another female superhero. So yes, you could have Spider-Girl, She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, Spider-Girl Unmasked. I'm sorry, Spider-Gwen Unmasked, or Spider-Gwen Unhooded, or Captain Marvel Masked. They could have. I would have preferred any one of those over Squirrel Girl. I have no idea who she is. And to me, I was like, I was kind of expecting actually Spider-Gwen, because that's who we had on the cover. But I was thinking maybe the She-Hulk would have been kind of cool to have as a pop. But here she is. Squirrel Girl. That's kind of cool, though. It looks pretty cool. I like that. I like the detail on the tail. Oh, it's kind of weird that the tail's detached and then attached on, as you can see. That's kind of weird. Yeah. So, that's how she is. And, of course, she comes with... Come on. Her very own sidekick, actually. Oops, dropped her. Does it move? It does move, actually. Holy shit. It's a squirrel. His own moving head. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Has his own little bow and everything like that. That's kind of cool. So yeah, you have like little. So you can have her standing there with her squirrel right next to her. You know, her own little sidekick. Their own bubbling heads. Sure. You know what? I just noticed that her own little acorn earrings. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So that is that. Well, let us jump into the shirt. The piece of resistance. And the shirt is... Actually, it's a pretty cool shirt. Spider-Gwen. You get a Spider-Gwen shirt. So you don't get a Funko Pop, you get the Spider-Gwen shirt. It's a nice little shirt, actually. It's actually pretty cool. Nice little Spider-Gwen logo. And of course you get the little spider at the bottom, which is pretty cool. Like remnants of the zipper, but it's the actual spider, which is pretty cool. Alright, next month's theme is... not next month. Next box in August is Spider-Man. So beware, we're going to get a Spider-Man themed box. Will it be representing the Homecoming Spider-Man? Will we get some kind of like, amazing cool thing to come with it? But all I know is that we're going to get the Spider-Man Funko Pop. Is it going to be from the Civil War Spider-Man, or is it going to be a new one for the new upcoming movie? We'll have to wait and find out in August. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Of course, they have... Oh, here we go. So June 2016, Marvel's Women of Power. The t-shirt went through as many changes as Gwen Stacy, and the result is they found as Spider-Gwen. That's kind of cool. Original design concepts. They had Spider-Gwen. That shirt looked actually pretty cool. Then you had Elektra, which would have been a Funko Pop version, and Captain Marvel Funko Pop version. Those are the shirts that we would have gotten. Those are the shirts. That Spider-Gwen shirt looks pretty cool before the final version. That's actually a pretty badass looking shirt. And of course you have the little mini Funkos, the little mini mystery minis. They're pretty cool. And then the cover was designed by Funko's own Sean Wilkinson, featured Captain Marvel, Elektra, Spider-Woman, Valkyrie, and Miss Marvel. Now, the original cover artwork actually looks pretty cool. That's what the original artwork looked like. Let's see, right there. That's it. That's kind of cool. Of course, Women of Power. And then, of course, the Women of Power. Originally, we planned to showcase classic Miss Marvel for the patch. But Marvel was decided to feature Kamala Khan, we're loving her new look. I would have loved the original Miss Marvel, too. But yeah, either way, it's still pretty cool. Spider-Woman first appeared in Marvel Spotlight number 32, 1977, and received her own self-titled series shortly after 1978. Not bad. Okay, Squirrel Girl. Let's see. With this Squirrel Girl and her tippy-toe pop duo. This miniature Ant-Man being the first from last June. That's true. Ant-Man first came with the figure and its own little miniature Ant-Man, which is pretty cool. So this is actually pretty cool. It's not bad. But I definitely can't wait for next month, actually. Will be August. It's the all-new Spider-Man box. And I'm kind of excited to see what's going to be coming in that box. But if you want your very own Marvel Collector Corp box, check in the link in the description below. We'll take you to that page to get your very own subscription of your own Marvel Collector Corp. Also coming up is a giveaway, which I will be doing this week, actually. So stay tuned. Keep your eyes open. Peepers open for that. And I'll be seeing you guys around for more unboxings. Alright, guys. See you next time. Bye.